Hello everyone, my name is Terry and this is my second yoga video. This is a short practice to get you ready for a good night's sleep. We'll do just a couple upper body stretches and then we will lay down on our backs for the remainder of this short practice. So I'll have you begin by bringing your right arm up in the air. You can bend the elbow, bringing the hand behind you. Reach the other hand behind you and see if you can clasp your fingers. And if that's out of reach for you, no worries, that's quite common. You can just hold on to your t-shirt or whatever you're wearing in both hands to come into cow face stretch or gomakasana. You can draw your top elbow up toward the ceiling and bottom elbow down toward the floor. Draw the heads of your shoulders back to broaden your collarbones and open your chest. Breathe slowly and smoothly as you stretch through your shoulders and invite healthy blood circulation through your upper body. On an exhalation, just slowly release out of that stretch, just noticing any tingling or whatever sensation you have as you come out of the stretch. Just pause for a moment. Bring your left arm up, bend your elbow, hand behind you, kind of inward rotation with the right arm to help you bring your fingers as close as you can to the left hand fingers. And if you can't clasp them, no problem, just hold on to the fabric of your t-shirt. And then once again, just broaden the collarbones, lift the chest. Draw the top elbow up, bottom elbow down. Sit up tall. No tension in your face or head. You might turn your head slowly side to side. Check that it moves easily. Soften the muscles in your face. Take another slow, full breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly come out of the pose. Stretch any way you like, it feels good there. And just rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. Close your eyes for a moment and again, just notice how you feel. Now we'll transition onto our fronts for Sphinx pose. And again, this is also just stretching through the chest, the front of the torso. Your elbows just slightly ahead of your shoulders. Palms face down. Spread the fingers. Slowly draw your sternum forward. Draw your shoulders back. But just keep the movement gentle. Resist any temptation to over effort or try too hard. Just allow a gentle stretch. You might feel it from below the navel, through the ribs, the pectoral muscles, and also in your back body as you draw the shoulders back. Again, notice any tension or any tendency to clench your jaw or hold muscles that don't need to be efforting. Soften what you can. And then we're going to move back into child's pose. You can slowly lower yourself down, back your hands up, curl your toes under, press in through your hands and knees, and make your way into child's pose. And stay in child's pose, and I'll just sit up for a moment so I can talk you through it. With your knees spread wide about the width of your mat and your big toes touching, just try to settle your seat or your hips right down onto your heels. And if they don't touch, then it's nice to have a pillow handy that you can stick in there just so that your hips are resting and being supported. Relax your arms as they stretch forward. Relax your forehead. If it does not touch the floor easily, then you could also place a pillow underneath your forehead, or even rest your forehead on your stacked hands. So in child's pose, just notice the lengthening through your lower back. With each exhalation, just allow this area to lengthen more. Just releasing tension that may have accumulated during the day. Just feel the broadening across your upper back as your shoulder blades draw away from one another. Just let them go with gravity. And just feel the expansiveness of your back body. Breathe into it. Slow, deep inhalations. And allow yourself to sink into the floor with each slow exhalation. And then from here, walk your hands back up and sit up slowly. And we're going to shift into lying on our backs. So now draw your right knee in toward your chest. Holding it in both hands. As you breathe in, you might just let it go a little ways away from your chest. And as you exhale, just draw the knee closer in. Just like in child's pose, with each exhalation, feel the lengthening through your lower back. So there's nothing much to do here except just be still and allow the breath and time to deepen the stretch. It's quite a subtle stretch, very healthy for relieving lower back tension. Release that leg, extend it down onto the floor, and bring your left knee in toward you. So same pose, second side. This is called wind relieving pose. It's quite a funny name. Move your thigh bone in its hip socket. Just making small adjustments, just checking out its range of motion. That. With both knees bent, feet on the floor. Cross your right ankle over your right thigh. And lifting your left foot up off the floor, just draw that leg in toward you. Hold it in both hands. And as you exhale, just draw it in closer toward you. You should feel quite a stretch across, through your right outer hip. Muscles that get very stiff if we do a lot of sitting. It's good to stretch this out daily. And slowly release. Cross your left ankle onto your right thigh, just above the knee. Draw that thigh in toward you. Hold it in both hands. If you would like to deepen the stretch, you can use your left elbow to press its knee away from you. You might flex all 10 toes slightly. Just Keeping the legs a little bit active in this fairly passive stretch. Then release. Oh, and now you can straighten your left leg down onto the floor. Reach your right leg up. You can hold it in both hands. You might be able to grasp your big toes with your big toe with your peace fingers. That's the index and middle fingers. And hold the outside. Extend your left arm on the floor to its side. And take a few breaths here, just allowing the back of your right leg to lengthen. It's fine to have your knee bent if there's a lot of restriction in the back of the leg. As long as you feel the stretch, that's what matters. And you should always be able to breathe comfortably. If it feels like you're holding your breath, you might be in too intensive a stretch, in which case your body doesn't really feel safe and it's counterproductive. So just to do less. From here, we're going to open the leg out to the side. So just keeping your left arm out on the floor for counterbalance. You can slowly open your right leg out. Here it's nice if you have a yoga block. You can just stick it underneath your thigh to give it some support. Because your leg does become heavy holding it, especially if it's in a less open position. So still feel the stretch through the back of the leg, but also through the inner leg. Keep your left hip rooted down into the floor. Don't let it lift. Don't twist your body. Bring your leg back up. Release. Hug the knee in toward you and lower the leg straight down onto the floor. Just roll both legs inward and outward a few times and then let them rest. Close your eyes and notice the difference in sensation in the two legs. And then switching sides, bring the left knee up while straighten the leg. Again, you can hold the big toe if that's accessible to you, or just hold the back of the leg in both hands, straightening the knee to the best of your ability while still being able to breathe comfortably. Extend the heel up toward the ceiling. Draw the toes down toward you. Keep the leg that's on the floor, pressing down into the floor gently. And then extend your right arm out to the side and open your left leg out to the side. Notice if your right shoulder blade is lifting up off the floor, just keep it rooted down. Keep your hip down, your right leg firm into the floor. And then bring the leg up again. Release, hug the knee in, and stretch the leg out. And roll your legs inward and outward a couple times, and then just rest and notice. Okay, next, you can continue lying here if you prefer, just moving into Shavasana to rest deeply, letting your eyes close, and releasing all tension from your body. However, if you'd like to try legs up the wall pose, if you are in a place where it's possible for you to do so, it's a really wonderful sleep-inducing pose. Lay down on your right side with your hips close to the wall. Just check there's nothing in your way. And when you're ready, you're just gonna swing your legs up. Well, that wasn't super graceful, but there you have it. You can rest your hands on your abdomen, or maybe one hand on your abdomen, one hand on your heart. You might try some cactus arms to further open the chest and encourage deep breathing. But there's nothing else to do once you've gotten yourself comfortable, except close your eyes and just rest here. Just allow tension to drain out of the legs. Improve circulation in the pelvic area. Encourages blood flow to the heart. And if you have a hand on the abdomen, just notice as it rises with each gentle in-breath and falls with each exhalation. Just stay here as long as you'd like. Encouraging your mind just to stay present, noticing what is here in this moment. When thoughts of the past or the future crop up, just notice, oh, there's a thought, thinking, and then just bring your attention back to your breath and back to your body. Whenever you're ready to come out of the pose, bend your knees. Just roll down to your right side. You can just pause here for a little while, maybe using your upper arm as a pillow under your head. You can stay there as long as you'd like, but I'll just close this practice. I hope that you're feeling a little sleepier, a little more relaxed than when we began, and I wish you a good night.